Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Barakahakodash, Barakatum. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and infinite honors to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. In peace and salutations to you sincere Akim out there, pushing this word in truth and sincerity to the four corners of the globe. May you brothers endure until the end. This is the brother Ra'aya with another video, and I'm going to start it off in Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And this was Yahushai Hamashiach, whom the world ignorantly refers to as so-called Jesus Christ, telling his disciples in the past of the signs to look for, to know that his second coming was nigh, and that the end of the rulership of the heathen nations was at hand. But as it says in Romans chapter 15, everything written aforetime was written for our learning. Yahushai was really speaking to his disciples today who are living in those times, the times of his second coming and the times of the end of the rulership of the heathen nations, chiefly of the Edomites, the so-called white people today, before the ushering in of the kingdom of heaven, where the true children of Israel, who are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, will be ruling for eternity in. And if you've got that spiritual eye salve, you can clearly see that these end-time signs are either in the process of taking place or taking place as we speak. And as it says in verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. As we get closer and closer to Yahushai's second coming, these different end-time signs are going to intensify. And in this video, I'll be dealing with the pestilences Yahushai told us to look for. This is an article from endoftheamericandream.com titled, Have the Pestilences of 2022 Already Started? And as we'll see in this article, all across the planet, there are different instances of pestilences popping up, and whether they continue to get worse or fizzle out, these are a part of Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. And again, back in verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Pestilences, famines, you name it, are going to intensify, and many more people are going to die as we get closer to Yahushai's second coming. But let's get into this first article. Wouldn't it be great if we could have a year without any major pestilences? 2019 seems like it was so long ago, and we may never see another year like it. All of the measures that global authorities have imposed to try to end the Krispy Kreme pestilence have failed, and now we are being told that we are just going to have to live with Krispy Kreme on a permanent basis. And Emmanuel Macron has shown us that a new variant can sweep across the entire globe in just a matter of weeks. Meanwhile, there are several new outbreaks that are unrelated to Krispy Kreme that I'm going to be keeping a very close eye on as we enter 2022. And as Apostle Tahar has deemed 2022, the year of Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai turning up, we're seeing only the beginning of sorrows. For example, we are being told that there's a massive bird flu outbreak in Israel right now. The following comes from the Daily Beast article entitled, Massive New Bird Flu Outbreak Could Be 2022's Deadly Pestilence. Israel's National Security Council has assumed control of a massive bird flu outbreak in Galilee, which scientists warn could become a mass disaster for humans, and Abaratazad does, and affects those 1948ers over there who are Amalekite Edomites and not the true children of the Most High. Over 500 million migrating birds pass through the area every year, heading for warm African winters or balmy European summers, making this a catastrophic location for a major bird flu outbreak right at the nexus of global avian travel. Salakia. If you do a Google search for H5N1, you will find that bird flu outbreaks have literally been reported all over the planet this month. So this isn't just happening in Israel, but the reason why what is taking place in Israel is so alarming is because birds are dropping dead in such large numbers. And even if you don't see a major transition over to the human populace, this is considered a part of those pestilences in Matthew chapter 24, verse 7. Mass numbers of birds are dying off. Of the 30,000 Eurasian cranes passing this winter at the Hula Nature Reserve, 17% are dead, and scientists fear the worst for their surviving brethren, at least 10,000 of which appear to be ailing. The infection of the cranes is the same strain of avian flu, which infected chicken coops throughout northern Israel and led to the cull in recent days of nearly 1 million birds. The good news is that so far there are no confirmed human cases of H5N1 in Israel. Of course, that could change at any time, and once H5N1 starts spreading among humans, it has a very high death rate. The virus can be deadly if it infects people. The World Health Organization says more than half of the confirmed 863 human cases it has tracked since 2003 prove fatal. In Aparatazah, this takes place and H5N1 starts spreading to humans. It's time for you wicked people on this planet to start getting judged in mass numbers by Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. But whether it does or not, hey, people are going to begin dying off in mass numbers because we're living in the last seconds of these last days before Yahweh Shai's second coming and the end of this current age of the heathen nations, chiefly of the Edomites, before the ushering in of the kingdom of heaven. And as it says in 2 Esdras chapter 5 in the Apocrypha, the days shall come when people shall be taken off this planet in great numbers. Here in the United States, officials are deeply concerned about a widespread outbreak of an undiagnosed respiratory illness in northern Ohio. Public Health exclusively tells Dayton 24/7, now undiagnosed respiratory illnesses are popping up in the Miami Valley, Cleveland area, and across the northern tier of Ohio. Health experts say symptoms are similar to the flu, but patients aren't testing positive for influenza or Krispy Kreme. Charles Patterson, Clark County Combined Health District's health commissioner, explains there's no way to know how many confirmed cases of this illness are in the state since there's no case definition for it yet. Hopefully, they will find out what this mystery disease is soon, because it doesn't sound good. On the other side of the globe, a different mystery disease, pestilence, has killed close to 100 people in South Sudan. The illness has so far claimed the lives of 97 people in Fangak, Jonglai State, in the northern part of South Sudan. On Thursday, Fangak County Commissioner Bill Boutros Bill said an elderly woman's death came as a result of an unidentified illness. South Sudan's Ministry of Health has said that the disease has mainly affected the elderly and children under 18. It has also said that the symptoms of the mysterious illness include cough, diarrhea, fever, headaches, joint pain, loss of appetite, body weakness, and chest pain. WHO officials were deployed to the region to investigate the illness, but they probably reportedly left the area without revealing their findings to the local officials. Initially, health officials thought that this might be a cholera outbreak, but testing has ruled out that possibility. That's it with this article. Now I'm going to go to my second article on the gatewaypundit.com titled, Dr. Robert Malone fires off warning shot on the war room, the latest pestilence spreading across China, and Ebola-like hemorrhagic fever virus. Dr. Robert Malone joined Steve Bannon on the War Room to discuss the latest viral outbreak in China. The communist regime is hiding the nature and spread of this new disease. This has many experts worried, including Dr. Malone, who is the inventor of the M to the R to the N to the A Jamba Juices, Dr. Malone told the War Room audience that he is hearing the current pestilence that is spreading across China is reportedly an Ebola-like hemorrhagic fever virus. The regime is hiding the true nature of this disease from the public and from the global community, just like last time. Today, there are 5.5 million people dead and counting from the last China pestilence. Now we could be talking about an Ebola-like hemorrhagic fever virus. Dr. Malone, they are using language that this is a hemorrhagic fever virus. If that's the case, then it would be very odd that this would be something caused by the Krispy Kreme. That terminology is usually used for pestilences in the family of Ebola. So this is something that many people have feared is the development of a rapidly spreading Ebola-like hemorrhagic fever virus, but we have not knowledge of whether that is going on here or not. And they got a clip on that here, which I'm not going to play. But as we can see, all across the planet, there are pestilences taking place and situations that could lead to these pestilences becoming something much more bigger than just a local outbreak. It remains to be seen. But again, all of these are the beginning of sorrows. And sooner rather than later, the Most High is really going to let loose on these pestilences, whether man-made by allowing these heathens, chiefly these Edomites, to release to kill off people for their agendas here and there, or directly, naturally occurring from the Most High. They're going to hit, and millions of people are going to die off. And again, this is all the judgments of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai on you people for all the wickedness you've been committing on this planet. But now I'm going to go to 2nd Esdras chapter 16 in the Apocrypha. I'm going to start at verse 16. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backwards, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Wars and rumors of wars, nations rising against nations, kingdom against kingdom, famines, pestilences, earthquakes in diverse places. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? Hey, to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans out there, you should be doing everything you can if you've woken up to the fact that you're an Israelite to be getting back into the good graces of your power, Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, so you can hope to be of that elect number and be shielded from many of these plagues that are about to hit this planet and take away people in great numbers. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague, pestilences, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment, scourges for judgment from Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai, again on you people for all the wickedness you've been committing on this planet. So that's it with this video. And with this video, I hope you sincere Akim are edified. Just keep strong and keep pushing this word. We're almost out of this final wicked captivity of the heathen nations, chiefly the Edomites. And as always, I'm going to say Abad Babal, Kwam Yasharala, and until next time, Shalom.